So hello there, welcome to Prog Monster. My name is Murph. I am the host of this show dedicated to progressive rock, hard rock, heavy metal, and other forms of rock music. Today we're going to do some rhythm and blues, and this is from my series, which is called My Strange Fascination. So I chose an artist today that I had a strange fascination with. Okay, so for those of you who haven't really followed the show, basically it's somebody who's had an impact on me, somebody who maybe I liked a lot at a certain period of time, or something fascinated me about them. Pretty simple. Not necessarily my favorite guys or in any way that way. So I just kind of put them in a semi kind of loose order of how I rate them as importance in my mind, I guess is the best way to put it. So today we're going to do Stevie Ray Vaughan. Got a few of his albums here. All of them pretty good stuff. I have other stuff by him too. I just picked off 3 of them off the top. The funny part is 2 of them were two of the first albums I owned by him. So, what is it about Stevie Ray Vaughan? Well, other than he's a fantastic guitar player, which goes without saying, one of the best of his time, one of the best of all time, I discovered Stevie Ray Vaughan probably around the same time as the David Bowie album, the one that he played guitar on. So basically what happened was my friend got tickets to see Bowie, and looking forward to seeing Bowie, so bought the Let's Dance album because that was the tour, played the album a lot, and that's when I heard about Stevie Ray Vaughan. I thought this guy's guitar is really good, but on the Bowie albums it's very poppy as well. And then I bought one of his albums to see what it sounded like, and lo and behold, this guy is a wailer, man. Just a fantastic guitar player. He's a little bit different too because he's got that, he's kind of a Texas gunslinger type guy. A little bit different looking, a little bit different sounding. Kind of in the same vein as Jimi Hendrix. I think there's a lot of very good similarities here. They're both excellent guitar players. They're both American, of course. They both have unique styles and different ways of playing. Of course, Stevie Ray Vaughan is right-handed, whereas Jimi Hendrix was left-handed. But the music that Stevie Ray Vaughan lasted a little bit longer too, but of course he's gone as well. So they died fairly young, let's put it that way. So anyways, those are the similarities between the two. But with Stevie Ray Vaughan, I think this is... let me look here for a second. I just want to make sure I get this right because I always forget which one is which. Okay. Yeah, I thought this one's the first one. First album he did. This was amazing. Love Struck Baby. Just every tune on here is fantastic, and he's got such a way about him, he plays the guitar, effortlessly. It's some people you can see they're struggling, they're watching everything they're doing, and they're doing their hardest, even they're gritting their teeth and everything, and him is just effortless. He's just effortless, it just comes it's almost like his fingers can play the notes without touching the strings, or without him even looking, It's just fantastic guitar player. And he actually has a kind of a neat voice too, which was good, Some of these guys you get and they decide they're going to do their own singing, and then you wish they didn't. But he's not one of them. He's got a great voice. And, this album was even better, I think. It's got Couldn't Stand the Weather and Voodoo Child, Slight Return, a copy off of Jimi Hendrix, really good. I got a live one here too. He's one of those guys that sounds even better live. So I went through this period of time when I first moved out. So around about 1985, probably right up until I moved into an apartment on my own. After I'd been on my own, I got a roommate, and then I went back on my own in a different place. So it was probably around 85 to maybe about 88. I was listening to him all the time. He was, from that period of time, that small window of time, I would say he's at least the top two or three favorite people to be listening to at that period in time. All those bands I'd listened to before were kind of on the sideline for now, while I changed my style. Mainly changed it because prog music died, and I thought that was the end of it, so I started looking around for something else to listen to, and rhythm and blues was my game, and then rockabilly to a little bit lesser extent. But to me, the guy who capped all that was Stevie Ray Vaughan. He was the cap, the living cap. I mean, I guess Jimi Hendrix overall was the main guy, but Stevie Ray Vaughan definitely capped it at that point in time. And I listened to him quite a bit for about 4 or 5 years. Yeah, about 4 or 5 years. The first 3 really intently, and then just gradually drifted away, and then got away from it altogether by the 90s, and haven't listened to a lot of it since. But at that time and period in time, he had really captured my imagination and brought me back to rock music, because I was drifting away from that. I was listening to crooner music and all kinds of different stuff, just because to me rock music died when the 80s came, and all of my favorite bands decided that they wanted to get on the radio more than they wanted to play good music. So they all went out the window. There wasn't too many of them that didn't. In fact, I can't think of a single one that did, except for maybe but that wasn't a band of mine at the time. So anyways, so Stevie Ray Vaughan, legendary guitar player, great music, writes his own stuff, writes his own music most of the time, and delivers with a punch. So if you haven't listened to Stevie Ray Vaughan, you got to give a little listen to SRV, and there you go. So today's strange fascination, Stevie Ray Vaughan. I even grew the little tag here for a while. You know, I like to live the part. Okay, so anyways, you have yourself a good evening. I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, please like and subscribe. It's much appreciated. And we'll be back with another episode. Before we leave, I forgot, and I apologize, because during the This Week episode, which I did this afternoon, I said that they would come out at 8 o'clock every day, but I forgot that it was supposed to be one out on Sunday morning, and I had no internet at that point in time, but I did that this week first, and then I put this out, so it'll come out at 8 in the evening, I guess, is all I can say. Okay, and then the next few days, it'll be from the next Monday right through to Friday. It'll be 8 o'clock in the morning, and then the other one will come out in the afternoon on Saturday. The problem with Saturdays and Sundays is I have other episodes going on, so they take priority. So anyways, please like and subscribe, much appreciated, and we'll see you tomorrow with another episode of My Strange Fascinations. Take care.